Today we'll be looking at cardio. Now cardio is very important for both cardiovascular health as well as pulmonary system health. Now we'll be looking at several different exercises today as examples of cardio exercises to do. We'll be looking at the elliptical, which is an excellent exercise for your lower body in general, as well as in a little bit of arm involvement. We'll be looking at the recumbent exercise bike, which is another wonderful exercise for your legs as well as your cardio and pulmonary system. Also, the final exercise we'll be looking at is the row machine, which is an all-body exercise and is one of my very favorites in the gym. This is an elliptical machine. This works out the muscles of your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your calves to an extent, and if you grip the handles up top, it will also, to a limited extent, work out your biceps, your shoulders, as well as your back. Now, this exercise can be done by programming in your weight, how long you want it, the resistance level. The easiest way to do this, though, is simply hit the green button that is on almost every single one of these displays. The quick start button will just allow you to go. So what you'll do is you'll press the quick start button, start walking, and then that will allow you to dictate up and down arrows, the resistance that you want. The resistance I recommend somewhere between 7 to 11 on the display. That'll be a good intermediate workout. It will give you some resistance as you're doing the exercise, but it won't be too hard, and it will allow you to go for quite some time. Now, as with most resistance exercises for cardio, you're going to want to go for somewhere over 10 minutes optimally. Any more than 30 minutes is what you're going for a cardio session. And I choose to switch my cardio machines up. Although if you really find that you enjoy doing one of these exercises, you can absolutely continue doing that exercise for the full 30 minutes. I choose to switch it up though, so after doing 10 minutes or so on this elliptical, I generally switch to another exercise. So next we'll be looking at the row machine. The row machine is one of my very favorite exercises in the gym. It not only allows you to get a cardiovascular workout, gets your breathing up, gets your heart rate elevated, but it also is more or less a full body exercise. Works out your back, works out your arms, works out your entire leg segment, and allows you to get that cardiovascular workout that we're looking for. So with this, one of the easiest things in the world to do. Just seat yourself down on this movable seat, put your feet down on the pads, you can even lock them in if you prefer, grip the handle, and then you just pull, extending your legs as you do so. So it's basically the motion of a squat and a row at the same time. Your display will start all on its own for you, and all you need to do is take that handle to your chest. Now, as with everything else, we're going to want to do upwards of 10 minutes of this, but it does get tiring after a while, so if you need to pause, the machine will pause for you if you just place the handle back down, and then you can resume that motion, and it will continue for you. And that is a row machine. This is the recumbent exercise bike. Now the difference between this bike and then the upright bike, that you're seated in an upright position with your legs pumping up and down, is that this emphasizes the vastus medialis of your quadriceps. So that's the interior part of your quads. Now this helps keep your patella on the correct track right in the middle, and really will help attenuate or alleviate some knee problems that most people experience as their vastus lateralis tends to get a lot more work and is stronger. So this will help fix some of that. Now, it's a very, very easy machine to use. You'll just get on here, start pedaling. The display will come up. You will just select on this bottom panel your weight, your program, and then how long you want to go for and your resistance. Or you can just press the quick start button in green, as most of these cardio machines in here have, and then from there you can just dictate the level that you choose. Again, I recommend between 7 and 12 for the level. Allows you to get a little bit of resistance against your legs, but also it's not too difficult. You won't burn out, and you'll be able to go for a prolonged period of time. Now with the other exercises that we looked at for a cardio workout, we're going to aim for above 10 minutes. But again, if you really find that you prefer this machine to the row machine or the elliptical or any of the others, by all means, stay on the one machine. And this is the recumbent exercise bike. In addition to the cardiovascular and pulmonary benefits that cardio exercise offers, cardio also helps create a negative energy balance, which is burning more calories than you're taking in, which if used with a correct diet and some moderation with calorie consumption will lead to adipose tissue loss or fat loss, and then ultimately weight loss, which will lead to a leaner body and a better BMI, better lean mass to fat ratio. So cardio can assist with this as well, but cardio offers a myriad of benefits, whether that's for cardiac, for your heart, pulmonary, for your lungs, or just that negative energy balance, which will help you lose weight and ultimately be healthier.